Hi, today I would like to share a tip about generating short URLs using free API, which is Spoomy. So basically, I was developing a prototype that I need to generate some short URLs to be included in SMS message and that sending from cloud server. So I'm not able to use the manual tool, but I do need an API. So a quick research shows that there are tons of services that can do that URL shortener. However, very few of them offer a suitable free plan for this prototype or testing. So some of them I find even give just 5 links a month with ads as it per se. So that's ridiculous. I'm not able to adopt that. However, after some researching, I do discover a free API that I can use, which is Spoomy. So this one has sort of good documentation that I think it's easy to follow, and it's basically free, so no extra cost. Saying that, it does says there is a rate limit. I will show you 5 requests per minute, 50 requests per hour, and 500 requests per day. So even though it's free, it does have some limitation. However, for our use case, for my use case, this free plan is more than enough. So it's really a grab and go service for me to do my prototype. So I'm just go for that. And then I'm going to demonstrate how to use this service in both local and AWS service. So the core code is super easy and simple. So we just create a function that actually accepts a long URL and return a short URL. And in between, we send a post request to this Spoomy with our long URL with some headers, and then it will do the work for us. I created such local, such a TypeScript script to be run local, and I use this articles URL as a long URL, and we could try. And so it does give us this short URL, and if I click and open, you will see it does open and redirect to the correct link I wanted to redirect. That's all good. So it works perfectly locally. So the next step is to make it work on AWS. So basically, I'm using SAM and the AWS serverless application model and generated a TypeScript hello world like the sample app from the template, and it gave me a it gives me this template by default. There is an API gateway being set up with a Lambda handler, so I just need to change the code inside of the Lambda handler. So same code to generate the short URL, and I just need to hard code the long URL here, call that, and return the response in the body with both long and short URL as a JSON output. So then we can just build and deploy. So after deploy, it does give us an URL that we can access. This is a random generated domain from using the API gateway. And this is our hello endpoint. So we just open that. It will then run that code and return the response. So as we can see, this long URL and short URL, and we will copy and paste this short URL into the browser address bar, and see it does work quite well. So again, we just prove that the same code that generates short URL while this Spoomy does work both locally and AWS Lambda. It has to be verified in AWS Lambda because I actually find another service that also free to generate the URL, but the code that works locally does not work after deploy to AWS. I got a 403 response with a strange HTML body with no clear explanation about the problem. So I stopped doing that and just used Spoomy. So I think that's worth considering to make the code to work both locally and in the cloud for the prototype if you are building the same thing or similar thing that I'm building. So conclusion, if you are building a prototype or a proof of concept that needs a simple free way to generate short URLs in cloud, Spoomy is a practical choice. Give it a try. Thanks.